Can you hear me? Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Brianna McNeil. I'm the Blockchain Product Manager at RightMesh. Today, I'm going to be speaking about the state of connectivity around the world, because if we want to achieve a decentralized state, nation, or world, people need to be connected. So I want you to first think about how you experience connectivity on a daily basis. Personally, I have a very privileged experience. I have an iPhone 8 Plus with a 12 gigabyte per month data plan. I have high-speed internet at my home and at work, and Vancouver itself has free Wi-Fi in many public areas. Canada has net neutrality and no internet shutdowns, and I'm essentially always connected even when I'm traveling. But my experience is not reality for the majority of people on our planet. It's estimated that 95% of all information in existence is digitized. That's a massive amount of information available to those who have the luxury of internet access. Unfortunately, most people do not benefit from the societal and economic benefits brought about by the internet. The reality is 56% of the world and nearly 4 billion people do not have access to connectivity. In 2015, the United Nations deemed internet accessibility as a basic human right. So the power of putting connectivity in the hands of the unconnected cannot be understated. It's estimated that connecting the unconnected has the potential to lift 500 million people out of poverty. Despite the fact that so many people are unconnected, many people do have smartphones, and that number is expected to continue to increase. By 2020, there will be approximately 6 billion smartphones worldwide. A major barrier to extending connectivity is due to centralized ISPs and traditional telecommunications infrastructure. These raise a number of different challenges. Affordability is the main barrier to internet adoption. 96% of the world's population is within range of a 2G signal, yet data prices will need to fall by about 90% to be considered universally affordable. Additionally, centralized infrastructure also poses issues like lack of or no infrastructure if it's not profitable for a telco to build out in that region. There's also the issue of slower, overburdened networks in really densely populated cities, as well as natural disasters where physical infrastructure is very susceptible to damage and being completely wiped out. From a network interference perspective, internet shutdowns, net neutrality, and censorship all are ways in which governments and corporations can restrict access to connectivity for people around the world. So connectivity on a global scale cannot happen fast enough. Imagine we're at a school or university in China and we want to share notes in class with one another. We would probably be using WeChat, and I would message to you the notes, but really that message goes through a Wi-Fi router to an ISP, to the cloud, to WeChat servers in China, all the way to the Chinese government, who is admitted to monitoring all WeChat communications all the way back down the same path. If we are close to one another, why does this information need to travel through a complex and monitored path? We believe that this is wrong and unnecessary. A new approach is needed to efficiently and affordably connect the world, one that does not solely rely on us waiting for a telco to decide it's profitable to build new infrastructure. We should be able to connect from phone to phone directly and be able to share information in a cost-effective, easy way. With mesh networking, we can connect directly me to you, and we can do so across multiple phones if we're close enough. We can connect a classroom, an entire university campus, a township in Africa, or an island stricken by a hurricane with mesh networks. And this is RightMesh's mission. There's an incredible number of projects building admirable blockchain-based solutions for emerging markets, but before it will be possible to bring services to people, people need to have access to connectivity. Back in March, I traveled through South Africa for research and partnership discussions, and in Johannesburg, I heard one of my favorite terms and philosophies. It came from the word Ubuntu, which roughly means I am because of you. I like to think of it as meaning we are all connected, and what you can do can impact not only your community, but it can also impact the whole world. Connectivity is the prerequisite for a decentralized world, and without connectivity, all the great solutions that we talk about today and all other places in the world will only be meant for those who are connected. Over half the world is unconnected, and we believe that mesh networks have the potential to bring millions of new users online and bring them the socioeconomic benefits of the internet and blockchain solutions. Thank you.